Home is a place where you can always go back to whenever your heart feels tired. Hello everyone, this is Sakshi and I heartily welcome you all to Books with Sakshi. In today's episode of book recommendation, I'm going to review a book which is In Search of Home, which is written by two authors, V.K. Mehta and Mehak Sharma. Before starting with the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then I would highly request you to do that because I post book reviews, book recommendations, and all content that is bookish related. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and you hit that bell icon. Let's begin with the video. So, In Search of Home is a story of an 11-year-old boy named Dave, and it's his journey of finding his home. There are a lot of questions that keep coming in our mind while we are navigating through this journey called life, and the similar thing happens with Dave. So as I mentioned that he's an orphan, he lives in the orphanage with a lot of people, but especially he's very fond of Nandini Didi who lives with him there. At the age of 11, he's sent to the boarding school by Nandini Didi, and she tells him that, someone has paid his fees for his further studies, and but she does not disclose who has paid his fees. So at that time, he also does not ask much about it, like who must have sent it or who wanted to sponsor his studies and all those things. He goes to the boarding school, he studies there, and but life in the boarding school was also not that easy. It was definitely a lot painful. In the beginning, there were so many people who were showing pity towards him. They were being sympathetic but not really in a good way. Initially everyone used to be hesitant, and people saw him as an orphan and not just like a normal human being, which kind of demotivated Dave a lot. But eventually he starts finding his way, he starts feeling adjusted in the surrounding, and he starts making friends. It's very true that with friends we enjoy a lot, we find ourselves, we find our own identities, and we find the joy that life brings us. And similar things happen with Dave as well, as he makes a lot of friends, and everyone is so different in personality. So it's all about that. It's a journey of Dave from childhood to adulthood. We also see him in the engineering college, really like studying hard. But Dave is now determined to find the person who actually paid for his fees. Anyone could have, just brushed it off, like thinking that, okay, someone might have paid his fees for him to study further, but he was just so determined that, he has to find it. So he sets out on this journey of finding that person, and what happens later will definitely be something that you won't see coming, as it was very unexpected. So that was like just the gist of it. And all in all, it's like his journey from childhood till adulthood, as I already said, and everything that does in between. So you will have to read this book to find out what all things, what all adventures he has embarked upon, and the kind of friendships he make, the kind of hardships he has to overcome, and everything. So read this book for that. Now, coming to what I liked and what did not work for me. What I really liked, first of all, was that the author has shown like the complete journey, and I definitely appreciate books with characters where we get to see their journey from A to Z, because that helps me deciding whether I like the character or not. That helps me deciding what has influenced their present, like how their past has influenced their present, and everything in between. So this is something that I really love. I love character-driven books, books that focus on characters and their emotions, their feelings. So you just get an insight of how they are feeling completely. So that's like the best part about this book, and the writing style is also very impressive. It's good, it's very smooth, and it definitely moves you in a way. So everything that Dave is feeling or he's going through, you instantly feel a connection towards those things. That's the thing I liked about it. The thing which did not work for me in this book was the revelation which happens at the end, like the person who paid his fees and everything. um I won't say that I was expecting it, but so it was like unexpected for me as well, but I was not much impressed by the revelation. I don't know what I was actually expecting, but whatever the revelation was, I wasn't much impressed by it. So, like, that's a very subjective opinion. So, it's not that just because I did not feel much impressed with the ending, you will also not feel it. It's like totally subjective, as I said. So, I guess that's the only thing which did not work for me. Apart from that, everything is good. But also, I feel that there were certain details which could have been like eliminated from the story. They were a bit unnecessary at certain points. That's what I felt while reading it. Other than that, everything I guess was fine. So overall, it's a decent book. You can read like if you're a beginner, or if you just simply want to read something light and very detailed, something that is character driven, then you should definitely pick this book. I'll add the link of this book in the description box. You can check it out and you can read it if you would be interested in reading it. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the upcoming videos. Until next time, take care and keep reading.